there's a goal that you say that you're trying to achieve, if you haven't written it down yet, you don't even want that. When you really want something, you've got to get it out of your mind and onto paper. When you get it onto paper, you want to start thinking, what positive action can I take to materialize, to sow this seed, to pull back the bow and arrow and hit the target again and again and again and again and again. When you have a goal, your mindset every day when you wake up should be, how can I hit this target? How can I hit this target? How can I hit this target? How many times today can I hit this target? For those of you guys who struggle with having lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of ideas but not knowing how to ground them into reality, get yourself a journal. Every time you have a new idea, write down your idea into your journal and just keep a running list of all of your ideas, but write down the goal you're trying to achieve. And then next, write down the steps that you intuitively feel like it's going to require for you to achieve this goal. For those of you guys who are like, I have no idea how to achieve this goal, that's okay. It makes sense. You've never done it before. That's why you've never achieved it before. Therefore, you don't know what you need to do. Why don't you ask ChatGPT? Go into ChatGPT and say, my goal is X, Y, and Z. What are action steps I can take to achieve that goal? Like, the AI will tell you exactly what is required for you to reach that goal. Hi guys, it's Nija. Welcome back to my channel. I help awaken women create their dream life through manifestation and mindset. Today I am answering a question one of you beautiful ladies asked me. Her name is actually Sierra. She is one of the ladies in Dream Life Academy and she wrote me today. So I am going to answer her message in a video for you guys and hopefully it'll be helpful to everybody. Sierra writes, "Hey Nija, I hope your Saturday is as amazing as your gyms. I wanted to ask, how do you focus on one thing when it comes to multiple goals you're trying to balance? If that makes sense." And then in parentheses, avoid being overwhelmed. So Sierra wants to know, how can she focus on one goal that she's trying to achieve even though she's getting multiple ideas and downloads of things that she wants to do? How can she focus on that one thing without getting overwhelmed? So let's chat about it. You guys know I really love doing coaching and helping ladies to achieve their dreams and reach their dream life. Goal setting is a part of the process. A lot of us manifestation girlies are really good at saying, oh, I want this, oh, I want that, but we don't know how to ground it into the 3D. So I'm so happy that Sierra asked this question. Okay, how do you focus on one thing at a time so that you don't get overwhelmed? I get it. We've got lots and lots and lots of goals and ideas that we want to go after. There are a few downloads that I'm receiving about this. Sometimes God, the universe, whatever you want to think of, this higher power, will give us multiple ideas even though we're only meant to go after maybe one at a time. The reason why we get bombarded with lots of ideas all at once is because sometimes we're getting a peek into the future. We're getting a peek into how good life is going to be. We're getting a peek into what we're going to be creating along the line. But you guys know you can always feel when the urgency of the goal. Does it need to be taken care of right now, or is it something that I'm going to get to in a month or 3 months? So the first thing you want to do is prioritize your goals. When you have a goal in front of you, what is the burning desire? What's the level of, this needs my attention right now? Like, is it a 10, the house is on fire, I need to pay attention to this right now? Or is it a 1, does it need my attention right now? So it requires you to know how to prioritize, right? If you are juggling between, I don't know, a financial goal and a fitness goal, which one requires your attention right now? Which one is life or death? Which one is the house is on fire, I need to give this my attention right now? So this is how we start learning how to prioritize what to focus on. The next download was, there is this concept of sowing seeds my guides want me to talk about. Reaping and sowing, right? And the idea that you cannot start to receive the fruits of your labor. You cannot start to receive your manifestations until you start intentionally sowing seeds. So going after a particular goal is you being in the process of sowing a seed. For those of you guys who don't know what sowing a seed means, it's, I want to say like a religious term. Like when I was growing up in the church, the pastors and everybody would always be like, sow a seed, sow a seed. But usually when they were talking about sow a seed, they're talking about like put offering in the offering bucket or whatever. But essentially sowing a seed is, you can't say that you want something without putting in the effort or energy to get it, right? Like you can't say that you want an apple but you never planted the apple seed, right? Like back in the day before you could just go to the grocery store and just buy an apple, right? Or you can't just say, you know what, I want some peaches, without planting the peach tree, right? That seed, that peach seed, has to go through the process of being planted into the ground, being nurtured from the soil, sprouting into a little shrub, growing into a little plant, and continuing to grow until it bears fruit. Just like in nature, there is a process to things, right? Things have to take their natural process, their natural growth, evolution, unfolding. Same thing goes with your goals. You can't just say, oh, I'm gonna have this. Okay, you having the desire is the seed. Until you put that seed into the ground and start nurturing it and tending to it, how do you nurture and tend to these seeds, aka these manifestations? Positive action. Okay, you have to take action. And so to Sierra's question, how does she focus on just one thing? One, you have to have a sense of awareness. What is important? What needs your attention right now, right? And then two, how you focus on one thing is, once you know what is important, what needs your attention right now, what seed are you trying to sow, meaning what manifestation are you trying to have into the material, and then understand that that manifestation has to go through that process of going from seed into plant or seed into whatever. And so you want to take positive action on that one particular goal. Think about it like, so you guys, I don't know if you know this, I'm a Sagittarius. I call myself a Leotarius because I'm a Leo rising, but a Sagittarius sun sign. The Sagittarius is known for the archer, right? The archer pulls back the arrow, has the bow, knows where the target is, and is really great at shooting the target, hitting the goal, hitting the goal, hitting the goal. Every single day you want to wake up like the archer, pull back that bow and arrow and hit the goal, hit the target, hit the target, hit the target, hit the target every single day. That's what you taking positive action towards your goal looks like. It looks like you being the archer, right? You being the huntress. What is huntress? Huntress is she who goes after her goals, her dreams, her desires. She has to feed the family. She's got to, you know, run with the wolves. She's got to hunt for her food. She's got to be in her wild and primal and delicious exotic nature. And so you become the huntress, you become the archer, and you pull back that arrow every single morning when you wake up and you look at the game plan, right? If there's a goal you're trying to reach, I don't know why you don't have that goal written down. I feel the guide, my inner guide awakening, and she's a little bit saucy, and she's like, if there's a goal that you say that you're trying to achieve, if you haven't written it down yet, you don't even want that. Okay? When you really want something, you've got to get it out of your mind and onto paper. And then when you get it onto paper, you want to start thinking, what positive action can I take to materialize, to sow this seed, to pull back the bow and arrow and hit the target again and again and again and again and again. When you have a goal, your mindset every day when you wake up should be, how can I hit this target? How can I hit this target? How can I hit this target? How many times today can I hit this target, right? Like for example, if you have a weight loss goal, how many times in a day can I hit this target? Am I gonna hydrate and drink a lot of water today? Am I gonna exercise a lot today? Am I going to, you know, eat healthy today? Am I gonna count my calories today? What's it gonna take? How many times in one day can I pull back my arrow and hit the target, hit the target, hit the target, hit the target? And so when you have a goal every day, you want to ask yourselves, how many times can I hit that target today? Meaning, how many times can I take positive action towards my goal? Now, I get it. You might have lots and lots and lots of goals that you want to tend to, but remember, when it comes to goals, think about them each as little seeds, right? Are you planting all your seeds at once? Are you planting a few seeds, tending to the few seeds, letting the few seeds grow up, and then going to the next seed and the next seed and the next seed, or the next goal and the next goal and the next goal? How you focus on one goal at a time is you must have a burning desire to achieve and attract that goal. For a lot of people, the reason why they don't go after their goals is because they don't want it bad enough. And again, poses that question, how badly do you want it? The people who achieve their hopes, their dreams, their goals, they really want it. The people who wake up at 6 a.m. to go on a jog, the people who wake up at 6 a.m. to work on their business, the people who, you know, do what is required to achieve that goal, they really want it. And sometimes you have to get yourself to a place of really wanting it to have that focus and attention to take daily action to achieve your goal. So, all in all, Sierra, what I would say is how you focus on one goal is ask yourself, is it written down? How many goals do you have written down? Do you have that one goal written down, or do you have a million goals written down? And if you do have a million goals written down, which I would, it's okay, like, get yourself a journal. For those of you guys who struggle with having lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of ideas but not knowing how to ground them into reality, get yourself a journal. Every time you have a new idea, write down your idea into your journal and just keep a running list of all of your ideas. And then when you're ready to go after one, maybe you can highlight that one goal, you can circle that one goal, or as you're achieving the goals, you can cross them out down the list. But write down the goal you're trying to achieve. And then next, write down the steps that you intuitively feel like is going to require for you to achieve this goal. For those of you guys who are like, I have no idea how to achieve this goal, that's okay, it makes sense. You've never done it before, that's why you've never achieved it before, therefore you don't know what you need to do. Why don't you ask ChatGPT, right? Go into ChatGPT and say, my goal is X, Y, and Z. What are action steps I can take to achieve that goal? Like, the AI will tell you exactly what is required for you to reach that goal. Really, the only thing that is required of you is to be the hands and feet of God on the ground. Meaning that you have to use your hands. You have to use your feet. You have to be the one who takes action in the 3D. Literally the only job of God, of the universe, is to give you the idea, right? That's it. Once you've got the idea, it's up to you. Do you take action or not? Do you execute or not? Do you want it bad enough or not? And the people who want it bad enough, they get what they want. And the people who don't want it bad enough, they spend years talking about how they want something, but they never go after it. And so inspired action is the moral of the story. If there's something that you're trying to achieve, the way that you don't get sidetracked doing everything else under the sun besides that thing that you're trying to achieve, inspired action. And remember, you're sowing seeds, right? So if you don't see what you want, how long has that seed been planted? How long have you been tending to that seed? If it's a business and you're like, my business isn't making money, how long have you been tending to that seed? Are you taking action every day to nurture that seed so you can see it manifest? And that's how you focus on one thing at a time. Having a burning desire, knowing what you want, knowing how to give priority to what needs your attention right now, and then how many times can we hit the target in one day? How many times can we take inspired action in the day? Remember the analogy of just pew, 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 being an archer, hitting the target several times a day. That means taking positive action 7 several times a day towards your goals. All right guys, that's enough of our goal chat today. If you guys are wondering how is this relevant to what we talk about on this channel, I am all about dream life creation, and yes, goal setting is a part of creating your dream life. So you need to know how to ground your dreams, desires, and manifestation into the 3D. Thank you so much, Sierra, for your question. Love you so much. Again, Sierra's in Dream Life Academy. The girls there are incredible, top tier elite women. Just letting you guys know, if you're having a hard time creating and generating money doing what you love, I have an ebook called DRIP. It stands for Dream Revenue is Possible. It is all about how to make money doing what you love. You need money to create your dream life. So go ahead and get that ebook if that's something that you would really love to do. You want freedom to travel the world, to buy what you want, to do what you want, and live on your own terms. Go ahead and get that book. I teach you how to do literally whatever you want to do for money. All right guys, I love you so much. I will see you in my next video. Bye.